just talk. Oh, sorry.
Mason, I think you were 0 for 3 on threes until you hit those 2 to tie and then give you all the lead for good. Kind of what was going through your mind, and how is the guy who doesn't hit 2 and then he hits 2 in the last minute, real clutch like that?
Well, my teammates told me to keep going because I turned down open look with probably about 2 minutes to go. And I remember Desi and Adrio and Jalen just telling me, and Isaiah telling me, you got to knock that down. You got to shoot that. The team needs you to shoot them open shots. And I remember that possession. I turned down the shot. We got to the foul line, but we missed one-on-one. So that was probably a negative possession for me because I was open. But I just got to keep confidence in myself. And knowing the game wasn't going my way, we were just glad to see my teammates keep pushing me through. And I was glad to come through for my teammates.
Can you describe those shots? I think Isaiah had a steal, and then Jimmy had a steal, or Adrio's block. Could you just kind of describe the shots, kind of getting them in the flow like that?
I remember Isaiah just telling me, you got to shoot the next one you open. And Isaiah dropped it to me, and I didn't hesitate at all. I didn't even think about the three shot misses I missed earlier. So I just wanted to knock it down and come through for the team.
Eric, the next one put you off.
And then the one that came, that was just a little heat check. And to be honest, heat checking them at the end of the game is kind of bad, but I knew I trust myself and I trust my craft and I trust that.
I trust you too, bro.
Thanks, my guy. Thanks, my guy. And I'm just glad. I'm just happy. I'm a team player, and I love my team. And some nights I'm off and they carry me, and some nights they tell me to carry them. And I just love to be on this team, and I love to see these boys happy because at the end of the day, we all want to win.
Adrio, two-parter here. Talk about just you really couldn't shake these guys. It's a pretty tough team over there. And then I don't know what happened. I thought you were fixing to do a 360 dunk. I know it's something you want to forget, but I thought you made up for it with 2 big-time blocks. Take us through that scenario.
Well, I seen I think his name was Stocky. I seen him coming, and I tried to. In my head, I knew I was just gonna take off. And when I seen it, I dribbled off my knee, and it didn't mentally get me out of my game or anything. I just know I had to make up for it on the defensive side. So
During that block, I know you're on help side right there. That you're up pretty high to get that one.
Well, yeah, I knew like our defensive scheme, we have like a blue line, and that's like the blue line signifies like having your teammates like help side. So I was on the blue line, and then when I seen Jimmy got beat, it was me, him, and the rim, and he had to meet me there. Yeah, it's either gonna be I'm just getting dunked on, or that's my block.
He came out on the good side this time.
What did you guys do as a team to adjust after Desi got hurt in the first half and wasn't able to play in the second half?
Just the next man up. You see, Desi was a big part of our team, but we see he was down, so Coach Musser went to halftime and said, next man up. And Reggie stepped up today. Reggie played more minutes than he's been getting this year, and we needed it. And then everybody else contributed. JC got more minutes than he got, and you seen Jimmy play, and you seen Fob play good. So to see people step up is really good for the team.
And for both of you guys, I know you get a little bit of a Christmas break. How good is that? And then how big a downer would it have been if you went into a break? You go home to see family or whatever.
Well, it's always good going home to see family, but at the end of the day, we still want to win games. Either way it go, we're around family, because if we stay here, we're around family, we're our teammates, our coaches, and just like the Braves-back nation. That's all we consider all y'all family. So if we go home, either way it go, we know what we got to do and come back and get ready for Indiana.
And Mason, how good is it to go home? Or if you're going home, I said.
No, I'm going home.
Yeah, after a win like this, how much nicer does that make Christmas?
To be honest, we made it harder tonight, so we put a little more pressure on our break because I feel like we kind of would have lost tonight. I don't even want to imagine what Coach Musser would have said after that game. So I'm just glad. It's important to everybody go home, get a good rest, but stay in the gym because we got more business to handle because we have Indiana next. And we know that they beat us last year, and this is our redemption tier.
Scotty?
Mason, what did you think of Adrio's big block late? And then Adrio, where do you think that might rank?
To be honest, I don't even think that's Adrio's best block. I've been knowing Adrio since 9th grade, since I was a fat kid in high school, and Adrio was still my friend. So I've seen some incredible things Adrio did through high school and college, but that block right there, it has to be in his top 5 because that block,
So.
that block led to so much momentum. The crowd jumped off of it, and it was a big stop. He was winning 70-65, and like he said, it was him and Freeman, and he got a good block, and I'm glad he got it.
Yeah. Oh, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, just where does it like rank for you personally?
I don't really, I don't really do like personal rankings of like my personal stuff. I let my team and my people who support me rank all that. I'll just go out there and play and do what I want to do, what it takes to win, really.
Enjoy this, bro. Enjoy this.
I enjoy it, bro.
Enjoy your block.
I enjoy it, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, that's not who I am.
Facts.
I don't rank all this stuff, bro.
All right, guys, you've had some, down the wire, tough games here early on. I know Indiana's next. You're closing into SEC. What is it about you guys? You just don't seem like you're rattled at all, even in a game like tonight where you're down a lot of points late. I'd like for both of y'all to kind of let us know what's going on with you guys.
We was down 8, and in practice, it's a weird thing because this week we worked on late game situations, and we executed good tonight. We was down 59-51. We ran a play for me and Isaiah, and I knew Isaiah was gonna be open for the slip, and Zay hit a 3 that got us down 5, and then Zay came down, got a steal, he got fouled, 57-59, and Jimmy came with a clutch bucket on the dunker, and we right back in it, 59-59. It's just the way Coach Muss and the way the coaching staff prepare us for these games, and the way we practice this all week. It's simple when we get to the game. It's all clockwork.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad that we were able to execute and seal the win.
Adrio, I think it was Ford kind of knocked you into the scores table pretty hard on a loose ball, and they gave the possession of Valparaiso. I think that's when Eric got his technical. You guys are over there. Isaiah, it looked like maybe you were getting it, or Ford was getting into it with you. One of them was. What happened during that? You know what Coach Nelson did to get the technical? He said he couldn't remember.
Yeah, I don't know what he did to get the technical, but I ain't even. Coach Bush got a technical? I didn't even know he got a tech.
Oh, he got tech.
Oh snap!
It was so
I didn't even know he got a tech.
There was so much stuff going on.
What if he did? I forgot. I forgot he had a tech. You just telling me something about.
Well, there's a lot going on.
Can't say those words in a press conference.
The start of the game, you guys started really strong. I think it was 18-5. You had a really big dunk. What was your thought process? Did you think at that point the game was going to be a pretty easy one, or what were?
My thought process when Mace threw me, when I set the little flare screen and he didn't shoot it, and I just opened up to it. In my head, I was trying to break the goal. That was going through my head. Now I knew our energy was up, the crowd was into it, and I knew at that time and point, I knew I had to dunk to get the crowd into it. Because I know we was gonna feed off them. I know how my team worked. We was gonna feed off the crowd.
How was that crowd tonight?
Oh,
Fifth largest, by the way, of any Arkansas crowd here.
I love it, bro. Little Rock, bro. I love
Fifth
coming.
largest.
I try to. Hey, I love Little Rock, bro.
Yeah, I was doing something on Isaiah next week on his minutes. I think he played about 39 tonight. What have you thought about the minutes he's played? He's played about 7 or 8 more than he did last year. How do you think he's handled that? If you both can feel like that.
One word, pro. Zay's a pro, and to be a pro, you gotta handle the minutes that coach must give you. And Zay didn't cry about the minutes. He ain't do nothing. He just said, I gotta get ready. I gotta get in shape. And Zay, for him to play probably top 10 minutes in the country it's incredible.
Man,
He's
incredible.
still doing what he's
He
doing.
still does what he does, day in, day out.
And he works hard. Everybody works hard, but Zay just comes in with a different type of level to him, and we all love him. He all love us, so
Yeah, you know what
we
it
gonna
is.
enjoy him.
Yeah, you know what it takes.
And then you asked about being up 15-5. Do you guys think down or relaxed? I mean, Valpo kind of jumped back in. What do you think happened there?
No, we didn't get relaxed. It's just, basketball is a game of runs. So they just got their little run, and we went to a little hole, but we dug out and came out on top.
Final question, Kevin?
Follow up on Isaiah because he's not in here. He got the big steal late and then kicked it to you for that first 3 to tie it. 5 of 5 down the stretch of the line, playing those kind of minutes, but bringing that kind of energy and production at the end. Talk about that.
I love him. Zay, like I said, the way Zay handles everything is incredible. Zay mindset is next play. And he works with me on that, and he knows, that's why we were so close, because some things I struggle with, he helps me, and some things he struggle, I help him. But Zay, he's always level-headed, and I love the kid.
3 letters, P-R-O.
Pro.